Chapter 3. The Law of Creation. Let us take one of the stories of the Bible and see how the prophets and writers of old revealed the story of creation by this strange Eastern symbolism. We all know the story of Noah and the ark, that Noah was chosen to create a new world after the world was destroyed by the flood. The Bible tells us that Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The first son is called Shem, which means name. Ham, the second son, means warm, alive. The third son is called Japheth, which means extension. You will observe that Noah and his 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, contain the same formula of creation as does the divine name of Yad, He, Vau, He. Noah, the father, the conceiver, the builder of a new world, is equivalent to the Yad, or unconditioned consciousness, I am. Shem is your desire, that which you are conscious of, that which you name and define as your objective, and is equivalent to the second letter in the divine name, He. Ham is the warm, live state of feeling, which joins or binds together consciousness desiring and the thing desired, and is therefore equivalent to the third letter in the divine name, the Vau. The last son, Japheth, means extension, and is the extended or objectified state bearing witness of the subjective state, and is equivalent to the last letter in the divine name, He. You are Noah, the knower, the creator. The first thing you beget is an idea, an urge, a desire, the word, or your first son, Shem, name. Your second son, Ham, a warm, alive, is the secret of feeling by which you are joined to your desire subjectively so that you, the consciousness desiring, become conscious of being or possessing the thing desired. Your third son, Japheth, is the confirmation, the visible proof that you know the secret of creation. He is the extended or objectified state bearing witness of the invisible or subjective state in which you abide. In the story of Noah, it is recorded that Ham saw the secrets of his father, and, because of his discovery, he was made to serve his brothers, Shem and Japheth. Ham, or feeling, is the secret of the Father, your I am, for it is through feeling that the consciousness desiring is joined to the thing desired. The conscious union, or mystical marriage, is made possible only through feeling. It is feeling which performs this heavenly union of father and son, Noah and Shem, unconditioned consciousness and conditioned consciousness. By performing this service, feeling automatically serves Japheth, the extended or expressed state, For there can be no objectified expression unless there is first a subjective impression. Again, there can be no objectified expression unless there is first a subjective impression. To feel the presence of the thing desired, to subjectively actualize a state by impressing upon yourself, through feeling, a definite conscious state, is the secret of creation. Again, to feel the presence of the thing desired, to subjectively actualize a state by impressing upon yourself, through feeling, a definite conscious state, is the secret of creation. Your present objectified world is Japheth, which was made visible by Ham. Therefore, Ham serves his brothers Shem and Japheth. For without feeling, which is symbolized as Ham, the idea or thing desired, Shem, could not be made visible as Japheth. The ability to feel the unseen, the ability to actualize and make real a definite subjective state through the sense of feeling, is the secret of creation. The secret by which the word, or unseen desire, is made visible, is made flesh. And God called things that be not as though they were. Again, the ability to feel the unseen, the ability to actualize and make real a definite subjective state through the sense of feeling, is the secret of creation. The secret by which the word, or unseen desire, is made visible, is made flesh. And God called things that be not as though they were. Okay, so he's saying the ability to feel the unseen is how a desire is made visible. So the idea is that if you are just at your root base state, unconditioned consciousness, if you are at your most base state simply an awareness of being, before your awareness of being anything or any identity, if you just simply are an awareness of being, then everything that you experience as an awareness of being is a feeling. So the sense of feeling is, in effect, the secret of creation. Because if you can feel something, then to you, the awareness, it's real. And if you can feel it inside, then the world, which is your mirrored self, must reflect back to you the contents of your own consciousness, the Japheth. So it says, and God called things that be not as though they were. So God, which is your I amness, creates a state of awareness of being. So you can imagine that you are, that you already have that which you want to have, or you already are the person that you want to be. And then imagine how that feels. And if you can create that feeling, that's the first step towards calling something that is unseen as though it were seen. Because I can feel now that I am something which my visible world around me has not yet reflected back to me. And by doing that, by stepping into that feeling, I can program my external world to reflect back to me evidence that this is how I'm feeling. Consciousness calls things that are not seen as though they were. And it does this by first defining itself as that which it desires to express. And second, by remaining within the defined state until the invisible becomes visible. Again, consciousness calls things that are not seen as though they were. And it does this by first defining itself as that which it desires to express. And second, by remaining within the defined state until the invisible becomes visible. One more time. So consciousness calls things that are not seen as though they were. And the way that it does this is by becoming conscious of being that which it desires to express, defining itself. So remember, you are unconditioned consciousness at your root state of being. And then you're going to layer on an awareness of being what you desire to express. You're going to define your undefined consciousness. You're going to condition your unconditioned consciousness, your unconditioned awareness of being. You're going to condition it. You're going to define it as whatever it is that you're looking to create. And by doing that, you're going to step into the feeling, because you have defined that you are that thing. You're going to feel that you are that thing. And when you feel that you are that thing, that's how you create an invisible state and make it become visible. And then it says that's the first step. And then the second step is to remain within the defined state until it becomes visible. So if you become aware that you are something, you need to continue to be that something until the mirror of the world around you reflects it back to yourself. Otherwise, if you stop being that something, the outer world will never catch up and reflect back to you that you are that something, because you were that something, but you're not anymore. Does that make sense? You have to live within that state that you're creating. You have to wear it like a suit of clothing. You have to step into it and become it. I am that. It's not something I want to be. It's something that I am. I can feel that it is real now. That's the state that you must reach before you will outpicture into the mental world about you that which you desire to create. You must be that desire, and then you will see it created. Here is the perfect working of the law according to the story of Noah. This very moment you are aware of being. This awareness of being, this knowing that you are, is Noah, the Creator. Now, with Noah's identity established as your own consciousness of being, name something that you would like to possess or express. Define some objective, Shem, and with your desire clearly defined, close your eyes and feel that you have it or are expressing it. Do not question how it can be done. Simply feel that you have it. Assume the attitude of mind that would be yours if you were already in possession of it, so that you feel that it is done. Feeling is the secret of creation. Be as wise as Ham and make this discovery, that you too may have the joy of serving your brothers, Shem and Japheth, the joy of making the word or name flesh. So here he wraps up the chapter, this is the end of chapter 3, by explaining that Noah's identity is your own consciousness of being. And thus the way to become something that you would like to become, the way to achieve your desire, is to name something that you would like to possess, define it clearly, and then with your desire clearly defined, it has to be clear so that you can imagine what it feels like, because little changes in your imaginal picture make things feel different. That's why you need to have a clearly defined desire. And then you close your eyes and you feel that you have it, or you feel that you are expressing it. Close the eyes, meaning you kind of dim the input of your senses of the room around you, wherever you are, and you go within and you conjure the feeling. What would it feel like were it true? And then you step into that feeling and you feel that it is true. You assume that attitude of mind that would be yours if you were already in possession of it. So rather than wanting it, say, all right, I have it. Now what? And then feel that it's true that you have it. Feeling is the secret of creation, he says. It's one thing to imagine a state as something desired. It's entirely something else to say, oh, I want to be that, and then to step back and take a moment to feel yourself into being that, to take a moment to assume that character that you're imagining. You're imagining another character, imagining a character expressing a different way, almost as if your life was like a play. You can imagine that character, but you can also take a minute and become that character, and then now imagine what the world looks like now that you are that character, now that you are that state of being. And if you can step into that character, become one with it, and incorporate it into your default state of being, then the world around you reflects back to you as the infinite self-mirror, that which you believe to be true of yourself, that state that you have stepped into, that character that you have chosen to play. The world around you reflects back to you that creation, that state of being. You become it, and the world reflects it back to you. And that is the secret of creation. And that is the end of chapter 3. Subscribe to this channel so that you will receive notifications on your device when new Neville Goddard content is posted.